What's going on, everybody? Second live of the day. I'm gonna try to make this quick because again, nobody cares about this game preview. But two games left, so I figured I'd do it. But first off, I want to address this comment real quick. You guys know I'll get to the comment section in a little bit, but actually let me get to this later. Let me get the game preview going real quick. As you guys all know, Josh Johnson is starting in this game, so um I don't want to watch this game. At the same time, it's like you only get 17 games, so you should probably just cherish it. But I don't want to watch this. I don't want to watch this game at all. And I'm probably going to be embarrassed, to say this is the team I root on because the whole team's injured and we have our third string quarterback. So it's not going to be fun tomorrow, guys. It's not going to be fun, but we're going to try to push through this because again, there's only 2 games left. So, I see this game going pretty sour. I don't see this being a good game for us. I think we're gonna get killed. I think the Cowboys just wanna dominate us. I think they're mad because they got eliminated from the playoffs, and I don't think this game's gonna go very well for us. I'll say that. So Commanders, Cowboys, um again, this is not going to be a fun game to watch at all. Like this is going to be very painful. This is going to be very painful for a lot of us here on Christmas to watch this game. The NFL had set this up really nicely. The NFL set this up really, really nicely. Like they really thought, Chiefs, Broncos at night, Vikings, Lions midday, Commanders, Cowboys at 1. Like it was supposed to be so good, but it's just turned into horrible. Like you might want to watch the NBA tomorrow, but besides that, let's get to this game and what I think about this game. So, I think this is going to be a blowout win for the Cowboys. I don't think we're going to be able to hold up because, again, if you look at your screen right now, look at all the injuries we have. Our whole team's injured. It's kind of been the story of this season. Now, our quarterback, two, our backup quarterback, not even our starting quarterback, our backup quarterback is hurt. Like, what are we supposed to do? So now we're forced to play Josh Johnson in this game, who's 40 years old. 40. He's 40 years old. He's 40 years old. And he's going to play on Christmas. This is disgusting work. This is disgusting work right here. This is nobody should want to watch this. Let's see. Hold up. Okay. Yeah. Nobody should want to watch this, bruh. So I see this being a blowout. I don't think the Commanders are going to keep this close at all. I don't think that we're going to keep this close. By the way, guys, make sure you click the like button, click the subscribe button, send a super chat support. Trying to get one of those today. But I don't see this being a close game at all. This is going to be disgusting. This is not going to be fun to watch. And I think Dak Prescott, George Pickens, CeeDee Lamb, they're all going to come in and they're just going to kill us. Like I think they're literally going to slaughter us. I think it's going to be ugly. So expect the worst tomorrow. Drop your score predictions in the chat below, as you always do. I'm gonna give you my score prediction later, but it's not pretty. It's not pretty. This is just mind blowing how our quarterback 3 is going to play in this game. It's mind blowing. It's crazy. It's insane. But let's go over this injury report real quick. Then we'll get to the keys to victory, how the Commanders beat the Cowboys, and then we'll go to my prediction. Then I'll read your predictions in the comment section. So, let's start with Nick Bellure, obviously special teams guy. He's probably not going to play, if I had to be honest with you. So that hurts. That's a big loss. Marcus Mariota, obviously not going to play. We know that. Don't need to talk about him. Daron Payne with a back injury. Did not practice Monday or Tuesday. He's probably not going to play either. In fact, he will not play. Laramie Tunsil, probably not going to play as well. Unlikely. Daniels, don't need to talk about him. Coleman, Fool, both days. He's probably going to play, which is, I'll take that. I mean, he needs the experience, I guess. George Fant with a knee injury, he's going to play. Bobby Wagner, he's going to play. Colson Yankov's going to play, and then Eddie Goldman and Jalen Lane are on IR now. Those are 2 big losses as well. We tried to sign Jamal Agnew for a return man, but he didn't pass his physical. So there's that. But let's get to the keys to victory here. Again, don't want to keep y'all too long. This game, nobody cares about it. Nobody cares. So, offensive keys for us is run the ball, right? We always talk about this. Establish dominance on the ground with Chris Rodriguez, Jacory Cross-Humera to control the clock and exploit the Cowboys' poor run defense. They're bottom half of the league in rushing yards and carries allowed. They're bottom half. So run the ball and take control of the time, take control of the clock in the game. Don't let that effective offense come on the field. Don't let George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb come on the field at all. Like, you can't have those guys on the field. You're going to get killed. Who's guarding those guys? Who's covering those guys? I know for dang sure it's not Mike Sanders. I know for dang sure it's not Jonathan Jones. I know for dang sure it is not Antonio Hamilton. Like, I know it's no. They can't cover him. So play mistake free. Like, you have to limit turnovers, penalties, dropped passes. These just have derailed our drives this season. You got to limit these in this type of game, man. You have to limit these. The Cowboys' strong offense is just going to exploit you if you do that. So you got to play mistake-free football. Find a way to do it. Don't know how you're going to do it. Find a way to do it, though. You got to win third downs here as well. Convert crucial third downs in this game, especially against a Cowboys defense that struggles in that area. They're one of the worst in the league in stopping third down plays. So if you can find a way to really be effective on third down, I think you can have a solid shot if you convert most of your third downs. But is Josh Johnson really going to be able to do that? Probably not. Like, let's be honest with ourselves. So, by the way, guys, make sure you click the like button. Make sure you click the subscribe button. Again, make sure you send a super chat support. Trying to get one super chat today. And then drop your score predictions in the chat below if you have not done so yet. I'll get to those later. Defensive keys to victory over the Dallas Cowboys. Pressure Dak Prescott. Very amount of looks. Like, tons of looks you can throw at Dak Prescott. You force him to hold the ball, right? And get quick pressure on him. Exploit potential O-line weaknesses, bro. You got to do that. You have to do that. You have to do that. You can't do that. If you want to win, you have to do that. I'll say it like that. Contain Lamb and Pickens. That's an obvious defensive key in this game. You can't let those guys both go for 100 yards. They probably will, but you got to contain them. Don't know how you're going to do it, but Dan Quinn's got to scheme something up on the defensive side of the ball. The secondary must contain the Cowboys. Dynamic receiving threats. Kind of using a bend, don't break type style, a zone strategy with great tackling. We can't run man defense. That's not an option for us. We can't run man defense. So got to kind of use a bend, don't break zone defense strategy. That's what I would look to. And that's what Dan Quinn's going to do. He's done it ever since he's come in as the defensive coordinator. So win the red zone in third downs, force field goals instead of touchdowns on the Cowboys. I think that's huge. Can't stress that enough. In the red zone and get crucial stops on third down. Again, can't stress that enough. No penalties either. When it's third and 15, it's an incomplete pass by Dak Prescott. Don't commit a penalty, right? You don't need that. Okay? No penalties. Overall keys to winning this game is you got to win the turnover battle. A major deciding factor is turnovers. We see turnovers, man, how big and effective they are in these type of games. Heck, they were effective last week versus the Eagles. They're huge. So you got to win the turnover battle. You also have to control special teams. Strong kickoff coverage against returners like CeeDee Lamb, Turpin is vital. So yeah, clutch kicking, make your field goals if you're going to go for field goals. So those are all keys to victory that like you have to find a way to, to be able to play football the right way. You haven't done it all year. You got to find a way to do it, though. You got to find a way to do it. So that's really my take on this game. And those are my keys to victory for this game. So let's get to my score prediction. Again, I see this being a blowout. I hate to say this to you guys. I hate to, to do this, right? To say this, but this is going to be probably one of the worst Christmas games you ever seen. Just two teams eliminated from the playoffs, and we're going to get blown out. I don't know if you guys remember the 2020 game. The 2020 game when we were at home versus the Dallas Cowboys. I believe it was raining. They had their backup quarterback. We beat them 26-3. 26-3 in that game in 2020. Believe it was 2020. We beat them 26-3. I think it's going to be the same type of game. I think it's going to be a blowout, no shot for us whatsoever, except I see the score being 26-7. I'm going to go 26-7. So it's just gonna be so bad. It's like you can't even imagine how bad this is gonna be. I have 26-7 Cowboys getting the win over our Washington Commanders. Tomorrow, I'm not gonna claim this team tomorrow. I'm not gonna claim this team tomorrow. I'll claim them Friday. I see this being 26-7. Commanders lose to the Cowboys on Christmas at home. People are selling tickets. Like it's just what a year. What a year. Whole team's injured. Got our quarterback 3 playing on Christmas. I would have bet you $1 million at the beginning of the year that if somebody said we would have Josh Johnson playing on Christmas, I would have bet you $1 million that would not be the case. $1 million that I don't have. So, you know, there's that. Let's get to the comment section. By the way, guys, super chat goal is 1. So, we're trying to get to 1 super chat. Keep the channel moving. Keep the channel running. As always, make sure you guys hit the like button on this stream as well. Make sure you guys subscribe to this channel as well. Let's see. I commented on your breaking video. Oh yeah, the one that I did earlier. Yeah, that I'd be willing to bet Johnson doesn't make it past the first quarter. Driscoll should be starting the next 2 games. Well, there's only 1 game after this, but yeah. I said that I said that in my video earlier. I told y'all that I guarantee you're gonna see Jeff Driscoll on the field. I told you that. I don't know if you're talking injuries or just how bad it's gonna be. I'm talking injuries. I think because he's 40, right? He hasn't played in a little while. I think because of injuries, he's going to be out of the game. Maybe because he's just terrible. But I think because of injuries. So yeah. You know, I said that earlier. Either way, we both agree. I think this game is going to be a Johnson and Driscoll show, if you will. So it's going to be ugly. You know, Johnson's 40, Driscoll's 32. This is really just shout out to Adam Peters for keeping Josh Johnson. Arguably one of the worst preseasons ever from Josh Johnson and Sam Hartman. One of the worst preseasons ever from those 2. And they're both here. They're both here still. I hope Adam Peters gets embarrassed tomorrow. I hope Adam Peters is embarrassed tomorrow because he deserves it. Those 2 guys should not be here. They should not be here. Neither one of them. I understand Hartman, I guess, because he's the team's humor. Everyone calls him handsome. Like, I get that, I guess. But he still shouldn't be here. You're not contributing anything to my football team. But Johnson, I just don't see a reason for that. He's 40. He doesn't serve any purpose. So I hope Adam Peters is absolutely embarrassed tomorrow. Absolutely embarrassed. Thinking to himself, why? Why did I keep Hartman and Johnson both here? Why? Why did I do that? That's what I hope Adam Peters thinks to himself in his head. That's what I hope. But only one way to make that happen. And that is going to be Johnson absolutely throwing up all over himself and looking horrible. Johnson will inevitably screw it up. You're not wrong. It's inevitable. It will happen. Okay. He's going to screw it up. He's going to do something that is going to screw this game up. No matter if we're winning at some point in this game, we start 3-0, we start 10-0. He's going to screw this game up somehow. He can't throw the football. He can't do that. He can't throw the football anymore. He does not have good vision. He's not comfortable in the pocket. He's going to screw it up. And so it's going to be ugly, but Uh, how are you gonna, who Driscoll is Driscoll going to be any better? Is Jeff Driscoll going to be any better? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. So we'll see. I'd rather watch Hartman stink it up. Hell, even Sam Howell would be better. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'd rather watch Hartman. I'd rather watch Hartman. I don't know about you. I'd rather watch Hartman. Um, because well, I do know about you. What was I saying? Yeah, I'd rather watch Hartman. Because again, he serves a purpose to me. Johnson is 40. If he's Johnson is 40, he's gone next year. He's gone next year. Hartman is probably staying just because he's the ball boy. He's funny. Adam Peters likes him. Jaden likes him. He's probably here next year. And so you think to yourself, wait, remember that Christmas game where Sam Hartman played really, really well? That's something we can build off of. But nobody's worried about Josh Johnson or Jeff Driscoll for that matter. Jeff Driscoll, I think, is a little bit more playable, though, because he could be here next year. I don't know why he wasn't here this year, but he could be here next year. He could be here next year. Like, he's a little bit more playable to me. He's 32. He could be, like, heck, Marcus Mariota is 32. He could be here next year. Just as a quarterback 3, Jeff Driscoll could be here next year, and I wouldn't mind it. And you could have him, let's say, from age 32 to 34 as your backup quarterback because he did so well in the Christmas game. Like, do you get what I'm saying? Like, I just think it's just makes a lot more sense to play Driscoll or Hartman. I'd rather see Hartman. Because again, I don't think he would look good, but I think, if Hartman would end up doing something, like, it's just gonna be like a positive sign. That's a positive out of the day. However, if Josh Johnson looks good, there's no positive there at all. There's no positive for me. I just don't see a positive in that because he's not here for the future. He's not here for the future. I don't see a positive in that. So hopefully y'all get what I'm saying, but I just don't see a positive in playing Josh Johnson. I don't. I don't. So we'll see, but really don't get why you would play Josh Johnson. I mean, we can't fall lower than 7th in the draft order. So I want to win, but I mean, if you feel like Johnson's the best shot you have at winning, like, whatever. And actually, someone told me this morning, on my live stream, somebody told me earlier this morning, they said, that Sam Hartman said that he wasn't ready, like, he wasn't comfortable with the playbook enough to play. Not my words, but that's what I heard. So, don't know if that's true or not. Hard to imagine if that's hard to imagine that he said that. Cliff said that he didn't want to throw Sam Hartman in on a short week. I get that, I guess. All this is just pretty much a joke. So, yeah, I don't know. Dak could always revert to Dak that implodes. That's true. That's true. Yeah, I love how you're always optimistic. Steve, coming in every live stream optimistic. And that I don't have a problem with. I like that. Let's see. If that happens, maybe we have a shot at keeping it close. Yeah, I mean, because again, turnovers are a huge thing. People don't understand how big turnovers are in NFL games. They change the game. They change the game, man. They change field position. They change points. They do a lot of things that are really, really beneficial. If we run the ball a bunch and manage to win, it's 24-21 Commanders, eternal optimist. Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Again, I have 26-7 Cowboys over the Commanders. So I can't really say anything, but I mean, I respect the opinion. You said 24-21 last week, and if Marcus would have stayed in that game, you would have been right. You would have been right. I don't know about the score, but you would have been right about us probably winning. You would have been right. So I'm not going to sit here and doubt you, but I don't think this is going to be anything special from this football team. If that makes sense. No special performance. Just don't see it. Real quick, like, final set of plugs here. Make sure you guys hit the like button. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, trying to reach 3,000 subscribers, and make sure you guys send a super chat. You can click the 0 out of 1 in the chat, and that's you're gonna send a super chat. That's really like the way to support someone on YouTube. That's like the best way to do it. And the goal is 1 super chat for today. So that's the final time I say that. Okay. Yeah, but anyways, back to what you were saying, or back to what I was saying. Yeah, eternal optimism, man. Can't go wrong. We'll see what happens. Don't have confidence in this football team. Whole team's injured. But if you can work past that, I look at Dak, I look at GP, I look at CL, and I just like I'm scared. I'm scared. I don't see Jonathan Jones being able to cover anybody. Antonio Hamilton, no one. Mike Samerstill can definitely not cover. He can get a turnover. He's a ball hog, but he can't get it. He can't cover. So that's the problem with him. That's the problem with him. So I don't know. Don't have much confidence, as I said. This is going to be the worst Christmas game ever. Like, again, just look at the NFL. Look at the NFL. And some of you guys might not even know what I'm saying, because I know some of you only watch the Commanders, and that's fine. At 1 o'clock, you have 2 eliminated teams. Commanders, Cowboys at the Commanders Stadium. That's trash, by the way. Been there plenty of times, as you guys know. No one wants to watch it from there. It's Josh Johnson starting in that game. He's going to be awful. Only real good thing is, like, you get to watch Dak, CD, GP. Like, that's the positive for the NFL. But move past that game with Josh Johnson. 4 o'clock. Max Brosmer, rookie quarterback. Playing at 4 o'clock versus the Lions. I'm just going to go ahead and say 2 eliminated teams. The Lions are 8-7. They are basically eliminated. 2 eliminated teams there. Not really fighting for much, to be honest with you. So, Max Brosmer, Jared Goff. Okay, that's fine. That's not even the worst matchup of the day. At 8 o'clock, you have the Chiefs and you have the Broncos. The Chiefs are playing Chris O'Ludekin. Let me say that again. Chiefs are playing Chris O'Ludekin. Not even Gardner Minshew. This is going to be one of the worst Christmas slates of all time. Not even close to Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving was awesome. I had so much fun watching those games. This is going to be one of the worst slates of all time. You have a quarterback 3 in every single game. Quarterback 3 in every single game. I guess Max Brosmer is a quarterback 2. I guess. He's basically a quarterback 3, though. And you have the Broncos playing at night, who were supposed to be, they're fulfilling their purpose. They're fine. They can't do anything about this. Their mission is just to go kill the Chiefs. This is going to be one of the worst Christmases ever of football. Ever. Like, I can almost guarantee you this is going to be going down in the history books. And with my score prediction, 26-7, the first game, that's going to be a record in itself, probably. I don't think any team that has ever lost that bad on Christmas. Like, not in terms of you know, how wide the score is, just only scoring 7 points. So we'll see. But it's going to be awful. So both games, then Cowboys and Eagles. I think Johnson won't perform well and he'll get benched. If not in the first quarter, then before the second half begins. That's my prediction. Yeah. I personally think injuries and probably that too, but you're not wrong. He could go out there and really stink it up. Like, we got to remember that he didn't look half bad in the preseason, right? He didn't look half bad, okay? But that's against third stringers. That's against Walmart workers. That's against Dollar Tree workers in the preseason. That's against CVS pharmacists. That's who he's playing against. Those are the dudes that play in the preseason. This is real. This is real. He played against that Eagles defense. Those are real players. Those aren't CVS workers. Those are real players. Those are real players. So, yes, he probably will end up getting taken out. He probably will end up getting benched. And why not put Hartman in the game? If they elevate Hartman, not sure if they did or not. I don't care. But if they do happen to elevate Hartman or whatever, believe they actually have 2 hours to do that. I think it has to be 4 o'clock the day before a matchup. So you have an hour and 30 minutes. If they elevate Hartman and Johnson stinks it up, just go. Just go put Hartman in. Put Hartman in. There's no problem with that. Make sure you guys smash the like button. We do have some new viewers in here, so make sure you guys click the like button on this stream. Let's try and get up to 15 likes. Again, we normally have a lot more viewers in here, but there's 2 games left. Who cares? So make sure you guys click the like button, click the subscribe button on this channel, send a super chat support. 1 super chat is all we're looking for. So if somebody can knock that super chat goal out, that'd be greatly appreciated. We're trying to get 1 super chat on this particular stream. But yeah, I could see Johnson getting benched easily. Finley said today he doesn't think Hartman has taken a real snap since August. You can't put an unprepared guy like that on the field. That's what Cliff said. That's what Cliff said. So maybe Cliff wasn't lying. Because I trust Finley. I think Finley's a pretty reliable reporter. So I trust him. If that's what he said, I mean, yeah. I mean, there may be some truth to that. Maybe he just really is unprepared. Maybe he's really unprepared. Right? Maybe he's really unprepared. I think that that he could probably go. I don't think Johnson knows the playbook a whole lot better, but yeah, do whatever you want. Like, if you feel like he's not comfortable, you don't have to play him. Again, we already know he's probably not a quarterback. Like, the hope going into this year was he was going to be a quarterback too for the future. That was the hope with Josh Johnson or with Sam Hartman. That was the hope. But he showed us early enough that he's not that. So I guess it really doesn't matter. And again, when you're talking about quarterback 3, it doesn't matter anyway. When you're talking about quarterback 3, it doesn't matter anyway. The hope is not to have Jaden hurt next year. The hope is not to have Marcus hurt next year. Both those guys hurt next year. Shoot, if we have to play Marcus, we will next year, right? Jaden gets hurt again. But the hope is to never have Jaden hurt, never have to worry about this ever. So, but this type of season brings these type of conversations. So I get it. But at the same time, we shouldn't be crashing out, and nobody's crashing out. I'm just saying, we shouldn't be crashing out over quarterback 3s. So this is my take on it. When you're down to quarterback 3, it doesn't matter. So I'm not confident. Not confident in the turkey neck Dan Quinn's ability to develop young talent. Man, he does have a turkey neck, bro. Like, I don't even want to get on this topic right now. And this is the type of stuff we're talking about right now when we're 4-11 on the season. I don't even know our record. Are we 4-12 or 4-11? I think we're 4-11. This is the type of stuff we're talking about. We're playing Count the Tunes with Dan Quinn. That's what we're doing right now. So, I do have questions about his ability to develop young talent. I do. There's been a few examples that lead me to believe that he's not. Like, look at the Texans, for example. Their ability to develop all those young studs on defense, I mean, their defense is so good. And half of that is the coaches. So, like, man, you got to look at that and you got to think to yourself, like, man, there's questions. Anytime you have a season like this like, there's questions. And when you have a preseason like that, where all the young talent comes in and sucks, I do question Dan Quinn. So, example, signing Jeff Driscoll over Sam Hartman, backing up Johnson. Yeah, you're not wrong. That's a good example. Again, when we're talking about quarterback 3s, it doesn't really matter in my opinion. But I think Jeff Driscoll should have been here all along as the quarterback 3, Mariota quarterback 2, Jaden quarterback 1, and Hartman. You can stay on the practice squad. I guess you're not hurting anybody. And then Johnson's gone. He's 40. He had a terrible preseason. So this is my take on it. But the fact that Adam Peters kept both Johnson and Hartman, that's what burns me up inside. And I hope he's embarrassed tomorrow. I hope he's really, really, really embarrassed tomorrow after seeing that type of performance that they're going to put on. It's going to be bad. It's going to be bad. Um, you might see Sam Hartman tomorrow again if they elevate him, but I think it's going to be a Driscoll and Josh Johnson show tomorrow, and I think the Cowboys win 26-7. I think it's going to be a very, very ugly showing from both teams, but I think we're going to ultimately um, mess it up the most. We're going to look the worst, in my opinion. So it's going to be bad. Expect bad. Merry Christmas, Carter, everyone. Appreciate you, man. Merry Christmas to you too. As always, Merry Christmas to all y'all out there. Shout out to the support for this whole year. We're coming up on 2026. Appreciate y'all for all the support making this possible. Really love this as a job, just a way to kind of get out my feelings about this team, get out my thoughts about this team. Anytime there's a game, y'all come back and listen on this channel. It's really it's really cool for me. Just to grow up around this team and have my favorite channels or my favorite podcasts and um and like listen to those after games and then I think about it and I'm doing the podcast now after the game talking about the game and there's actually people who want to come and listen to what I have to say and listen to my thoughts on the game and interact on this channel. So just really I appreciate y'all, man. So yeah, Merry Christmas to y'all too. Appreciate you for that. But that was the game preview. So I'm trying to decide. I don't know. I'm trying to decide if I want to do the post game for the game tomorrow. I don't know if I'll be able to fit it in because normally I'm available by like 8 o'clock, on Christmas night. That's everything's died down. I can probably do the post game then. But at that time, the Broncos and Chiefs game's going on. I kind of want to watch that, but I don't want to watch that because it's the Chiefs are out. They have a terrible quarterback playing. I'm trying to decide what I want to do there. So keep your eyes peeled for content. If you can't, watch on Christmas, obviously that's fine. Keep your eyes peeled for content, though. Don't know if I'm going to do the post game tomorrow or worst comes to worst, I'll just do the post game Friday afternoon. We'll discuss the game then. Still deciding though, so keep your eyes peeled for that. If I do the post game tomorrow, it'll probably be at like 8 or 9 o'clock at night. So maybe I'll see y'all then. But until now, let's root on Josh Johnson and the Washington Commanders. Can't fall lower than 7th in draft order. So it's going to be pretty interesting, to say the least. But we'll see what takes place. Won't see you guys until after the game, regardless, whether I do the post game tomorrow or Friday. Release Josh Johnson. He needs to retire. Yeah, we'll release him soon, man. We'll release him soon. It's whatever. Again, doesn't matter to me. Nice profile pic, by the way. Also, I might after Friday, I might not see you guys for like 2 or 3 days, which hopefully that's not a problem. I'll try to record while I'm away, but I'll be out of the setup for a few days this weekend, just to let y'all know. So, with all the ranting out of the way, need y'all to do me a favor, click the like button on the stream, subscribe to this channel on the way out, do all that good stuff on the way out. Also on the way out, go to the live section on my page. Make sure you click in the Commanders and Cowboys post-game reaction stream. That's already scheduled. That's already set up. Go in there, click, and leave an early like on that stream as soon as you get off of here. Would really, really appreciate that. But that's going to do it for me. You guys have a great, great Christmas Eve night. Enjoy it. This is probably the best part of Christmas, is Christmas Eve night. It's awesome. Love it. So you guys enjoy your Christmas Eve night. Enjoy NBA on tomorrow, starting at 12 as always. Enjoy the 1 o'clock Commanders Cowboys game as much as you can. Enjoy the 4 o'clock game. Enjoy the 8 o'clock game. I'll probably catch y'all tomorrow, not gonna lie. Because again, I already told y'all I love ranting about how these games go. If we get blown out, I'll definitely want to come on and say something. If we win, I'll definitely want to come on and say something. So We'll see if I come on tomorrow. Probably will, but that'll be at night. So keep your eyes peeled. I'll see you guys in the next stream. Merry Christmas to y'all. Y'all have a great rest of your day. I'll see you on the next one. Hail to the Commanders as always. Let's go get a dub versus the Cowboys. I'll see you guys in the next